Welcome to What You Smokin On podcast. Follow me for equity.
Whoa. What you smoking podcast. Getting right. Rolling tight. Up there smoking that sticky tonight. Inhale. Exhale. Don't cough. Don't choke. Just breathe in slow and hold the smoke. Yeah.
Here we go. We're back at you. This is the What You Smokin podcast with OG Paru, the Ayatollah Mar, here with you today. This is a little point of clarification and give you a background how Potts Grown Farm started and what the goal is and what your participation can and should be in acquiring and starting to close the wealth gap. Well, I got a couple of calls with some people was kind of confused on how to start and how to get in on Potts Grown Farms and how to get their stocks. And we're going to try to clear that up and try to make it a little clearer for everybody. And let's go back to 2020. 2020, Johnny Stewart, the chairman and founder of the Black Unicorn Factory. Before that, 2012, Johnny Stewart contacted me and asking me, hey, Marv, have you heard about the Jobs Act? President Barack Obama has started the Jobs Act. And no, what is the Jobs Act? So he's like, we'll follow the Jobs Act. And when we follow the Jobs Act as jumpstart businesses, to jumpstart businesses with the stock market, private IPOs. And for all the restrictions that Wall Street had to get into the stock market in 2012 with the Jobs Act, President Barack Obama knocked down those restrictions. Before, you had to be a millionaire to get into the stock market, or know a millionaire to get into the stock market, or to make $250,000 a year. Now, this was created back in 1933 when they did the SEC and the fall of Wall Street in 1929. They restructured because Black Wall Street had came around and copied what Wall Street did, and Black Wall Street, their money was turning over. Black economics was turning over 19 times before it got back to white America. So once they destroyed Black Wall Street, it came along in 1929, Wall Street was destroyed. In 1932, Franklin Delaware Roosevelt, he said he was putting a shot into the economy, and he gave Wall Street $2 billion. And that's what we know as the New Deal. And the only thing that Blacks know about the New Deal is Social Security. But he has reestablished Wall Street with a $2 billion budget. And in 1933, the SEC came up with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the stock market police. And they put in 1933 that you had to be a millionaire, or you had to make $250,000 a year, or a millionaire had to bring you into Wall Street. We don't make $250,000 a year today, and you know we couldn't make it in 1933. So in 2012, with the Job Act, President Barack Obama knocked down all of those restrictions with the Jobs Act. And in the Job Act, in Chapter 7 of the Job Act, private IPOs, you can go into the Jobs Act with sweat equity, what they call GoFundMe. When you only thing that you know about crowdfunding is GoFundMe. We always the last to know anything about anything very productive. But GoFundMe was for crowdfunding that you can organize and get people to follow you on small scales that'll go into the stock market and other than penny stock. So we did look at it like this. If you gave me $1 million right now today, and I spent $1, I wouldn't be a millionaire. But if I got 1 million people and they followed me for 1 million people, that 1 million people would cause 2 million people, $3 million, each one teach one. And that's how we grow. Mark Zuckerberg, he became $1 billion stock, not that he had $1 billion, but at that time, Facebook was over 250 million people that followed him. So that made him what they call a unicorn stock. Anybody that's $1 billion stock is a unicorn stock. So that's our goal. With 1 million followers, we become a unicorn stock. So that's what Johnny Stewart from the Black Unicorn Factory in 2020, our first 16 companies, included with Pottsgrove Farm, we started elevating to get the crowdfunding. So in 1980, President Ronald Reagan says bartering is just like money. For me to give you this service and you accept it, I give a price to it, you accept it, you have a price to it. On a financial status, that's one financial service to another financial service, and it goes in the IRS as cash money. So in the stock market, in the Job Act, it's called sweat equity. This is what we're doing here with Pottsgrove Farms. You're working for stocks. This is why it's a twofold situation that we're doing here. When you go into the app, the website, pottsgrovefarms.com, you will go down, you can watch the video, but when you subscribe to Pottsgrove Farms, you become a stockholder. You'll get email back. With that email, it'll send you to the App Store or the iPhone store. You'll go and look at that logo for Follow Me for Equity, and you will get a stock certificate and Pottsgrove Farms and the Black Unicorn Factory. Now, on this platform and the other platforms that we're on, you have to subscribe to those platforms too, because once you get a stock certificate for your money to grow, you have to follow the network that we have in place. Once you follow, it makes your stock go up. In a couple of months, you will have a dashboard from Colonial that will show you every time that you come into this channel and you push like, your stock certificate goes and you add stock. And I say, if you follow me for 1 year and 18 months, you will have $180,000 worth of stock in the Black Unicorn, in Pottsgrove Farms, in the Black Unicorn Factory. So you earn with sweat equity. You're working for this. So this is the only platform that you could go on and get stock, get money for watching. No other platforms giving you just for participating and watching. Now it's two forms now. You have to go to pottsgrovefarms.com, to the website, go down, and when you go down, you subscribe. You subscribe. Once you subscribe, you will get an email back on your subscription. This is not Instagram. This is not Facebook. It's not Snapchat. You have to go to pottsgrovefarms.com. pottsgrovefarms.com. Download pottsgrovefarms.com. Go into the app, go into the website. You'll see subscribe. You go into the subscriptions. You'll get an email back from the subscription. Then when you follow me on this channel, on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. And those combined, when you subscribe to those channels and follow me, you get stock in the company. Aside from your initial stock, you earn stock as you go. If you follow me for 52 weeks, every week I'm on a channel, when you click on, you add stock to your portfolio. So that's to give the understanding of what we're doing with Pottsgrove Farms and how you follow for equity. Follow me for equity. You have to go to Pottsgrove Farms. It's a different procedure than Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. Following for YouTube, we're gaining the numbers. We're gaining the numbers and get the accessibility. Once we gain the numbers and get the accessibility, that becomes our platform where we grow. And when we grow, you grow. And every time you grow, your stock goes up. And you can go to the NASDAQ and you'll find out how this stuff works. But it's no money involved. We're going to have different events that shortly I'll be putting up a situation where you can get a Pottsgrove Farms t-shirt, and each t-shirt will have a number on it, 1 to 500, and one of those lucky people will get a pound of cannabis or its reasonable supplement if your state's not a legal state to transport or have cannabis. But we will be into the cannabis shops and we'll have different giveaways. We'll have certain things that you can do to enjoy the smoke, puff, puff. So that's what we're doing with Pottsgrove Farms. And I just wanted to clarify that for anybody that had a misunderstanding of how you subscribe. There's a twofold subscription. You have to go to Pottsgrove Farms, subscribe to Pottsgrove Farms, and you will get an email. When you put your email address in, you'll get an email welcoming you and sending you over to the App Store. Once you go into the App Store, you will get a copy of a stock certificate looking like that, one of those stock certificates with your name on it. Then you have to follow me. Whenever we come on, you have to follow me, like, give a comment. Once you like and give a comment, you'll be able to raise your stock up to wherever you are, wherever you want to be. The more you listen, the more you gain, the more we close the wealth gap. So that's how we rocking that. That's how we can grow. And I hope you get an understanding of what we're doing and how we're doing it. This is OG Pyru, Ayatollah Mar, with What You Smokin'. Where you at? What you smoking?
Tell me what you smoking on. What you smoking on podcast. What you smoking on podcast.